Good morning, everyone. Hey, good morning. So I hope you started working on this, right? Everyone, are you able to connect to the data feed, try to perform the aggregation functions and as well as the calculated column activities? If not, please try to complete it. Okay, it's very, very simple, basic. Okay. So what are the things that we need to aware? The aggregation functions here, okay, the number part. And if you're planning to generate any new column at the top of this existing field, with the help of calculated column, we can derive. Okay. And also we discussed importance between the value of the distinct function. Please try to remember the difference between values and distinct function, which is important on the interview prospect. Okay. Is the date table everyone created? Is this done up to this part? So see here, quarter we generated like a hierarchy. Okay. Year, quarter, month, and the day level analysis. So how can we see the date then? Day. Day in the sense this is the day, right? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is the days. First, as per the date format here, first is the month, day, year. I want to extract the day number. This is the day here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and so on. How to get the day number as a separate column? Maybe I'm going to use this day number in my visualization. Okay. How can we get it generated as a new column? Which function it should be? For the month number, we have used month function, right? To get the month number 1 to 12, we have used month function. Okay. To get it generated the quarter number, quarter 1, 2, 3, 4, we have used quarter function. In the similar way, I need to report day number. Which function it should be? You can tell. Simple, right? Day. Simple functions it is. Okay. The time intelligence functions. To get the day number. Okay. Day function we have. See this? Day function. Date, see here, returns the number of numbers from 1 to 31, representing a number. So we have the date field from the date table. Try to call that date field from date table. Validate it. It will be get generated like this. See here, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on, as per the date field from your table. I want to see which day it is. Okay. 3/1/1997. Is that falls under? Is that a Friday? I don't know. Is that a Monday? I'm not sure. I want to represent name of the day. Okay, which day it is. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and so on. I just want to project in 1 to 7 from Sunday to maybe the Saturday. I want to see the name of the day. That means we are trying to convert date format or else a date value, okay, to the text. In that kind of a scenario, which function we are going to use it? So I want to see which day it is. So 3 is 3/1/1997. Is that falls under the Monday or else a Tuesday? I'm not aware of it. I just want to convert this date value as an text. Which function we are going to use? Simple. We already worked on that here to get month name. Which function it is? Format again. Okay. Format. Day name is equal to, or else the name of the day. Format. Value here. Date table, date column, comma. To represent the month name, I have used 3 M's for first 3 letters and 4 M's is for the complete word, January. Like that, I want to represent the days also. What is the keyword here? Which keyword we are going to use it for complete word? Month name, I have used 3 M's for first 3 letters of the month. Like that, to get generated the day name, what is the keyword? Responses, please. Exactly, correct. See here, month name, how I have used. See this? 4 M's is for the full word. If I use the 3 M's is a keyword, okay? Jan, February, Feb, March, something like that. It will be get generated first 3 letters. Okay, like that, I'm expecting the name of that day. Okay, so just trying to add full word, 4 P's. Validate it. Close the bracket. And I'm expecting first 3 letters means I can make use of 3D's. Okay. Everyone following, right? Any questions, confusion, please get it resolved right away. Okay, no need to wait. Is that clear? Clear or not clear? Please tell. This is the day, right? This is the day. This is the which day it is. 3/1/1997 is falling under Friday. So why you generated this name of the day? Maybe this particular name of the day column I'm going to use in my visualization. For that reason, I have created a new column here. Okay. And this complete table I have used with the help of one of the DAX object name called dash. The complete DAX object, this complete date table I have used. Which object? On the top of this, here you are seeing the 4 different objects. Which object it is? The state table I have generated by using, is that a new measure? No. Quick measure? No. New column? It is not an individual column. This complete table I have get generated by using calculated table or new table. So how you generate it? By taking the reference of existing field from a table. Sales total by amount is my table. Shipping date is the column. So here I have used the first date function. Okay, on the top of this calendar, calendar is the function to generate the date creation. Inside the calendar function, I have used the first day. Why it is required? To showcase the non-blank date information, I have used first day from this field, shipping date. That is my starting date. And end date, another parameter. Last date, sales total by amount is my table information. calling the same column shipping date up to the end of this non-blank date. That is my end date. After get generated this date column from this table, I have split the information with year, month. So each and every individual field you are observing the formula bar with formula. There is a function. DAX functions are there. So to convert from the date data type to the text, I have used the format. And for the quarter, there is a direct function. Direct function. Quarter function. Day number, it's again a direct day function is there. And to convert from the text to the day, I have used again the format function here. Format. Okay, fine. What, Sanjeev? Is this a new measure? Is this a new measure? You have to get to know the difference of new measure, new column, new table. These are the regular objects which we are going to use it. It's not a new measure. I'm not creating any measure. It's all calculated columns and the new table. We are currently working on the new table. Inside the new table, we are creating the new columns, calculated columns. Please remember. Fine. Name of the day I have created. From this, I want to get generated one more column that is a weekend or else a weekday. Okay. I want to segregate the information with week number, I mean, from Monday to Saturday, right? As per the dates which are name of the day. I want to segregate week end, like a Saturday, Sunday is one separate category. Weekdays from Monday to Friday as a separate category. So how can we define it? Any guess? Name of the day, you got it as a new column. From this, we have to represent weekdays and weekend. How can we get it generated? It's simple. See here, please observe. New column again. Again, one more new column. I'm trying to add in my date data set. Giving the name as weekday. Here I'm going to write the condition, okay, if, okay, because name of the day column I have generated, I want to represent a visualization based on weekend, what is the total number of sales, and weekday, how much sales it is getting generated. Okay, I just want to give a split here. So here I'm trying to write name of the day, name of the day is equal to Saturday or name of the day is equal to Sunday. So the logical test, if you are observing the syntax, if logical test, this is my test. If name of the day is Saturday or Sunday, then the output I'm expecting it as a result if it is true. Okay, if the logical test is true, so which one we are going to project? Here. Weekend. If it is not meeting the requirement, Saturday, Sunday, false condition, try to represent as weekday. Okay. Validate it, commit, and you can see the output. Okay. See here. Two categories. Let's try to observe the weekdays. These are the weekdays. See here. From Monday to Friday, these are the weekdays. And weekends, Saturday, Sunday. Got it? So in interviews part, okay, how can we get generated in a date table? Weekend or else a weekday from a date. So you have to write the condition like this. Or condition or operator. Okay, pipeline is an or operator. Saturday or Sunday. But this pipeline symbol, if you're observing this one, right? The pipeline is an or operator. If this condition is true, try to project the output as a weekend. If it is fails, output is a weekday. Okay, clear the selection. See here, I'll just try to visualize it with some categories. Please focus. Let me take a chart, bar chart. On x-axis, I'm going to take the reference of maybe this date table, and column Y, I'm going to take the reference of total sales. Okay. I'll just try to use a drill through method. So can someone please help me? Why it is projecting the same labels or as the same data labels? Can someone please help me? Each and every category we have the same number, 291K, 291K, and so on. Why it is projecting the same number? I have created a date table, okay, by using a calculated table functionality. And total sales amount, I'm using it as a number, metric information, which I already created, total sales amount. And I'm trying to visualizing here. So why it is showcasing the same number, expecting an answer. Why it is showcasing the same value. You are seeing the same numbers, right? Why it is? Is this the right visualization? First of all, you can tell me that. Later we will go. Why it is? Is this the right visual? We haven't worked on the relationship, correct? See here. Is there any relationship between date table to the sales total by amount? That's what, right? That's what we discussed in the previous, manufacturing project. You have created a date table, but you forget to give the relationship between total sales amount, which is coming from this table to this date field. So you have used a date field here. On the x-axis, you are taking the reference of the date table date field, correct? And the total sales amount is coming from the another table, that is sales total by amount. You don't have any relationship. There is no many to many. You have created, but you forget to give the relationship. These are the general mistakes in our real-time environment. Okay. In real time also, we will forget to give the relationship and you instantly go to the visualization, okay, report view. You can just try to drag and drop and you can just worry about why the values are coming same. At that kind of a scenario, instantly you have to go to the model, try to build a relationship. Now you can tell me, what are the common columns here? Good. What are the common columns? Which fields are common columns between sales total by amount and date table? Here it is. Shipping date is there, date table, date column. Try to map it. So we already discussed one approach is automated way. Another approach is drag and drop onto the another field manually. Okay, hold this, drag and drop onto the shipping date. Okay. Third approach, the suggestible approach from my end. Go to the manage relationship, click on the manage relationship, new, select the tables, okay? Date table, sales total by amount. Okay, these are the fields. One to many relationship, once transfer unique, many on the second table, sales total by amount, many repeated records, and by default, cross filter direction single, select OK, close. And try to cross verify by placing your cursor on hold. Is that a right or wrong? You just try to cross validate. Okay. Now, if you can navigate back to the report, now, is this visualization giving some sense? You have to tell. Is this right? So from Jan to December, these are the statistics. Okay, for each and every month, total sales amount which has been get generated, you are seeing the numbers. January 35,000, 10K on the February month, and so on. Clear? Still any questions? Sorry, you generated multiple fields right here. In which scenarios we can make use of it? Example, see here. I have added multiple new fields, correct? Instead of using the date table date column, maybe my end user he is expecting the weekend or weekday sales. I will just try to add this column here on my x-axis. On my x-axis here. That's it. Like this. Or as maybe I just want to project one more. That is the month name wise. Name of the month. Here. Just try to add. Okay. Like this. Or quarterly basis. 4 quarters we have. I want to see the statistics. 4 quarters. In this way. So these quarters are not coming in a proper order. What we will do? So quarter 4, 3, 1, 2. What is the option? I want to see the quarter 1, 2, 3, 4. But here it is coming 4 as per the revenue or as a sales and quarterly data is sorted. How can we get in a proper order, sorting order? You have to tell. So see here, quarter need. Try to select this column. Sort by using the quarter number. That's it. That's what we discussed. Let me remove this quarter number QTL. This. Clear, right? 1, 2, 3, 4 quarters. Clear? Quarter 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 quarters are. We discussed this process, right? Like maybe I'm expecting to see the result based on the month name of the month. How can we get the sorting order from Jan to December? Can someone please help me? I forget. 1 to 12. How to get this order? X-axis. Month name. Try to select the month name column. You remember or else not aware. You can tell me that part. I can re-explain if required. We discussed this or not? That one answer you can tell. We discussed this process or not? But you forget. Try to select the month name, which is on your x-axis. I want to report 1 to 12. That means Jan to December in a right order. As of now, this is in a Total sales amount sorting wise. Okay, maximum to the minimum value it is reporting. And if you're observing the x-axis, this is not a right order. January is coming here. The expectation is from Jan to December. That kind of a scenario, try to select your month name column here at the data level. Here, select it. Select it. Column tools will be get enabled to you. Sort by here. You have to select the month number. Select it. Select it. Now try to use the proper sorting order. Okay, sort axis, month name. That's it. Okay. As of now, from December to the January, the expectation is Jan to December. Try to use here sort axis ascending order. As of now, it is a descending. Try to use sort axis with ascending. That's it. Same. Now is the clear? I just re-explain one more time with another scenario. Is that clear to you? Still, if you have any questions, please tell. Shall we move with another examples? This is the one of the exercise. Okay, you have to complete it. You have to create a date table. Just try to visualize something. Okay, as per the date, I just visualize with these other fields. Shall we work on another example? Another best practices. Closing this, I will share you this PBX file with you for your reference. Please work on this. Okay. I started preparing this Access DB scenario also. I will share you this data set. Okay. I mean, this Word documentation. It's a kind of a step by step. I have prepared a scenario for manufacturing project, which we already started few days back. Correct? So this documentation, I will share it with you as an exercise. Okay. Maybe this weekend you have to complete this exercise as well as the manufacturing report development. We have to complete that report development. Almost completed. I will share you this document, okay, Word document, maybe within 1 or 2 days, okay. It's a kind of a step by step, which will be helpful to you to work on. I will share. One more. Let's try to work on another example, okay. So see here, another example. It is related to the claims, okay. Claims data set, claims data scenario. Claims data set. Here we have 2 pages, okay, 2 sheets. Claims and claims region wise, okay. We will work on this part also, but as of now, please focus on this claims, the first sheet, okay. So in the first sheet, if you are observing, here we have an information related to claim details. Maybe I have purchased some product, okay, purchased some product, which the item has been claim date is there, and when is the delivery date it is projecting, and the year, which year you have purchased, along with the type of category. Is that inside, okay, in the home related? Is that a home appliances like living room related, or else office related, or else maybe the category if you are observing the kitchen related? And the type of the product, if it is a living room like a TV, or else a PlayStation, office, or else a printer, or else maybe some other utensils, okay. And coming to this kitchen, microwave, or else maybe some other home appliances related, kitchen related. So here we have a detailed information related to the clients and their product claims, which product we are trying to claim, and what is the delivery company that has been done on that particular day. Like these, if you're observing these delivery companies, DHL, FedEx, UPS, government related, USPS. Okay. Along with that, they are providing the information with collected premium for the product, each and every individual product, and the client cost as a separate, and the difference. So see here, shipping cost for the product and total cost. Total cost is something like difference between, oh sorry, not the difference, claim cost plus shipping cost. This is an added. Okay. Claim cost plus shipping cost. This is nothing but a total cost here. Okay, that information also they have provided for us. Claim cost, you can just add it, okay? Not a subtraction, you can just add this claim cost plus shipping cost. That information also provided, total cost information. And which city they are trying to deliver the product item, and those state related data they are providing in the last end column. Okay. If you're observing, these are all the states related to one country. Correct? Am I correct? These states related to one particular country. Agree? Maybe for this each and every state, those are the city information, cities data. Very simple data set. The difference between first sheet claims and another sheet claims region wise. I just added two more columns here. Last few more columns, that is region and the regional manager. While working on the row level security, we will take this as this data set as a reference. But that's the only difference I have in my second sheet, claims region wise. Other than that, as a part of the first sheet, all the complete information is same, just like second. Okay, that's row level security task is there. To work on that, I just added two more additional fields. That's it. Okay, region and regional manager for that particular region. Okay, their names. You got some clarity of this data set, right? Got an idea? Is related. Closing this, let's try to understand about the queries too. What are the business queries they're asking for? See, they're expecting the real time also we will get the scenarios or else the business questions. The requirement like this. Find the delivery time in number of days for all field claims. Okay. In real time as well, we will get the questions in this manner. But they will not provide any hint, okay? Real time, we will not get any hints. We have to understand the data. Try to understand, try to ask multiple times what they're asking for, what their expectation. From that, we have to generate the answers with the help of visualization. Understood? They will provide the questionnaires for us to business users. From that, by understanding the question, we have to generate the answers with the help of DAX functions along with the visualization. That is our task. But we will not get any hint like this. Okay, as of now, we are learning, right? I'm providing the hints, but in real time, we will not get any hints. So here the thing is, the first question, find the delivery time for all field claims. So here, as per the data set, we have a delivery date and also the claim date. Okay. I want to see the number of days to get it delivered a particular item. So claim is 31/3/2010. Delivery date is the next month. Okay, this is the March, April month. 3rd is the day 2010. How many days it has been taken to deliver? Number of days. That is the ask. First, find the delivery time in number of days for all filled claims. Hint, this calculation is strictly bound to the current row. That means row by row calculation. Now you can tell me, to get the number of days, are we going to use a calculated column or else a measure? Here the date. Are we going to use the sum or else aggregation functions? And the date related stuff, are we going to use sum or else aggregation functions to get the subtraction? Difference only, right? Difference means between the dates, are we going to use a sum? Sum of delivery date, sum of claim date. Are we going to use any aggregations? Average of delivery date, average of claim date. Are we going to do that activity? Just a difference. We need to get the difference. That means maybe 31/3/2010, third day, fourth month. That means maybe the 4 days it is coming. Okay, 3 to 4 days. The difference. So I want to report it as a new value. Okay, row by row. I want to showcase that as a new column. That kind of a scenario, we are going to use a calculated column. Okay, it's not an aggregation. There is no aggregation. Some average, min, max. We are not going to use it. We are trying to find the number of days. Okay, and strictly bound to a current row by row calculation. Okay, let's try to extract the data and then we can observe the more information. Okay, I'm extracting this data set. Please focus. Once this example completed, we'll back to the manufacturing project. We will try to start working on the report development. Okay. Extract it. It's an Excel workbook. Excel. Claims. I will select the first sheet, claim sheet. This is the information on the right hand side. I'm not loading it. I'm just trying to cross verify the data type check, data filtration if it is required, okay, and the number of columns, okay. Just try to use the transform data. Always. Left hand side claims is the queries, table information. This is the data we have. Automated way, promoting the header, change data type detection is happening. Okay, I'm not performing any single activity on the data transformations part. Okay, 13 columns are available. 13 columns here. 13 columns. More than 1,000 records are there. Okay, let's try to load it. Load into the Power BI desktop. Your data information is available on your right hand side. And data view, I can observe the statistics. Okay, all the complete information. Total number of records, 1,165 records are there. So here we will try to get created some new columns as well as some measures as per the requirement. The first question, if you are observing this, find the delivery time in number of days for all the filled claims. This calculation, the hint here, this calculation is strictly bound to the current row by row calculation, row by row. So client date is available, delivery date. So we have to find out the difference, simple difference. To get this difference on the date part, are we going to use any aggregation functions like sum, average, min, max? Can we use on the date related any aggregation functions? No, please remember on date related, we will not use. Please remember this, okay? Sum of date, we cannot use it. So on the measure level, see this, new measure. Cannot use this directly the sum of claim date. It is completely incorrect. We cannot use it. What is the sum of Claim date. Is that a number? No. It's a dimension related. Date itself is a dimension. We will not use aggregation functions like sum or else average or else a minimum value or else a max directly on the date column. Okay. Please remember this is very, very important. So here the ask is we have to find the number of days between these two. So delivery date August 11, claimed date here is August 7. We have to find out the difference between these two. That means 4 days it is coming. 4 days. To get it generated as a new column, we have to make use of new column or calculated column. Select it, giving the name as uh, something like this difference product claims is equal to, try to subtract it, okay? Delivery date minus claim date. Claim date. Validated is between the difference between the delivery date minus claim date. So it will be get generated one more date field. If you're observing the last date field is one more date. We are not expecting to get it generated as a date field here. We are expecting to see the number of days. So on such scenarios, on the top of it, see here, this is very important function. We have to get the number between these two. And such scenarios, we have to use integer function. Int, open the bracket, it will be get generated the dates between these two. Okay, subtraction between delivery date minus claim date. Close the bracket. Validate it. Is this the numbers between the delivery date and claim date is matching? You have to tell. So first one is the 4th. Is this the fine? August 7th is the client and the delivery date they have given it as an August 11th. How many days? And another example, October 15, 2011. Okay, 2011. October 21st, 2011. How many days is the difference? 6 days. Agree? So that's what we are reporting it as a row by row. So I want to generate it in the form of a new column and this particular value I want to visualize in my reporting tab. Okay, like see, just try to drag and drop this number of days column. Select it. Use it as a slicer. Slicing. So number of days lowest is 2. Highest number of days to deliver the product is 10 days. So maybe I'll just try to navigate and see the difference, how many days it will take for each and every other product. So lowest minimum value for the number of days is 2 days to deliver one of the products, some of the products, and 10 days it is taking for some products. So we can observe what are the products, okay? Which product is taking 10 days? We can just try to drag and drop this product claims. This field. See here, maybe 6 to 9 days. These are the products it is taking. No product. Let's try to add date also. Date field. Please observe. This is the number of days. So 6 to 10 days, these products. So 10 days, I mean, to take the 10 days, projector is the item. You can see the item, product item. So projector item, it is taking the long days to deliver. Many days, 10 days. Okay. Like that, I want to see the lowest 2 days to deliver items. These are the items. Okay. Like that, we can try to visualize it in our reporting part. 2 to 3 days. Got it? In this way, we can use the new column which we have generated as a slicer in our reporting part. Got it? Is that clear to everyone? First, is this calculation is clear? Number of days difference, product line. We just subtracted between the delivery date minus clamp date. Please don't use any aggregation functions on the date column directly. Okay, it's not a measure. It's not a number. So on the top of it, because subtraction between the date to date will again regenerate one more date field. So on the top of it, to get the number from the date, I have used a function name called integer. Okay, to get generated as an integer number, I have used on the top of it an int function. So these are the numbers. So this particular new column I have used in the report level as a slicer. This is a slicer chart. Slicer. To see the difference between how many days it is taking for each and every of the product. Everyone following or else any confusion, please tell me. Is that clear? Is that clear to you? Next calculation. Find the gross margin for all product lines. Hint they are provided as an gross margin is equal to collected premium minus total cost. Okay. Find the gross margin value for all the product lines. Hint they provided as an to calculate the gross margin, collected premium minus total cost. Now you can tell me how can we get it calculated? Is by using a calculated column or as a measure. To calculate the gross margin, are we going to use a calculated column or measure? You can decide from this table. Others, please respond. It's a question to you. To calculate the gross margin, the second query for all product line, hint is provided as a collected premium minus total cost. So to get the gross margin, are we going to use a calculated column or as a measure? So you said some said calculate column, that means calculated column. So already we discussed, right? Suppose collected premium is there. Collected premium is there, which is one of the field from the claims table. I'm just trying to drag and drop 583K. The same number, collected premium, can I get the output by using a measure? Yes or no? By using a measure, can I get this number or not? Is that possible or not? Possible, right? So to get this 583K collected premium, it has to calculate the backend DAX engine, has to read by record, row by row, 1000 plus 1000 plus 1000 and so on. It has to calculate and project the output as an 583K. The same number, I can get it calculated by using explicit measure. That's what we discussed. Here the new measure is that, click on this new measure, giving the name as total collected premium is equal to, please focus, here the aggregation function is sum of collected premium. Close the bracket, validate it. So this is not going to store. Okay, you created a measure, but this measure, explicit measure, will not calculate row by row. Okay, that is the advantage. The value, the sum of aggregated value, will get stored in the form of a cache. That's what we discussed in the previous examples too. If you can try to drag and drop this total collected premium, it's also showcasing the same 583K. So here the ask is, how can we get the gross margin? And they provided the formula collected premium minus total cost. Okay. So both are numbers. Collected premium is a number, total cost is a number. I can achieve this requirement by using calculated column as well, but it is not suggestible. Calculated column wise, I can achieve this. See here, you can observe now, new column, but the disadvantage is you are creating on the top of the new column. To get the gross margin value output, it has to read by record by record. Okay, see this? Gross margin CC. CC stands for calculated column. For your reference understanding part, I'm adding underscore CC. Okay. So here the formula is, don't use again sum of something. Okay. You don't need to do the summation here. You are creating the, you are taking the reference of the existing fields. Okay. So directly call this collected premium minus total cost. Total cost from the same table. Validate it. The value will be get generated for each and every row. So see here, each and every row by row calculation. And if you can try to drag and drop this gross margin CC, this is the value 180,000. Okay, let's try to get the full value. Now this time you have to get completely understand about the calculated column and the measure. I'm expecting from everyone. Please focus here. This is the value. Okay, let me add the comma separated. 1,18,355. Got it? Is that clear? So with the help of calculated column, I got this number. So the backend, the DAX engine has to read by record this gross margin CC, and this value is going to project on your reporting level, which is going to impact the performance too, because it is reading the record, right? As of now, 1,165 records. But in real time, if you are using a calculated column approach on the number, okay, where we have the huge number of information, data set, like millions of records, if you are using or creating the calculated column, it will impact the performance of the report to get this number. The same calculation, I can achieve it by using a measure tool. Okay. Already for the collected premium, I have created one measure. This is the total collected premium. Like that, I will create one more measure for the total cost. Okay. Total cost is equal to sum of total cost from this table. Now on the top of it, I will try to create one more measure, that is gross margin. Okay. Gross margin, that is the requirement for us. Okay. M stands for measure is equal to, I can recall, okay, I can reuse my created measure, total collected premium minus total cost measure. Validate it. Just try to drag and drop. Is this both are same or is completely different? Is this values are same? So as per the performance of your report development. Instead of using on the number level, number related metric level, okay, these are all the standard rules, okay, number related, calculated column. The best option is try to create a measure, simple. So here, gross margin M. I have already created the total value for this, total collected premium, sum of this value. See here. Let me showcase the data point, data view. See here. This is the aggregated value, sum of collected premium, and total cost. Also have created one more measure, aggregated value. Sum of this total value will be gets to this total cost, this measure, explicit measure. And finally, what we are doing, we are creating one more measure on the top of it and reusing the existing field, existing measure values. That is total collected premium minus total cost. Is that clear? Now, still any glitches from your end? I mean, understanding part. Is that clear? Everyone, please respond. To calculate the gross margin, is that clear? So, to get this gross margin underscore M measure, I have created two sub measures, that is total collected premium and also gross margin M. Two measures, two sub measures. Okay, simple. This one, total cost. Yeah, this one and this one. After that, I have used gross margin M. I mean, main agenda is we have to get calculate gross margin. That is by using subtracting between the total collected premium total value and total cost aggregation. That is the sum value, total value. Okay. Two submeasures I have created. After that, I have used the gross margin underscore M. Okay. Any questions? Please raise your hand so that I will get to. So the drawback of using this gross margin CC, it has to read by record by record. Okay, because it's a numbers, right? You are creating a number, collected premium minus, I mean, you are using it, total cost. It has to read by record to get this value, 1,18,355. The suggestible approach, instead of using calculated column and the numbers, we have to make use of aggregated functions. Got it? One more example, the same number, 1,18,355, with instead of creating the sub measures like total collected premium and total cost, I will ignore two sub measures with one single DAX function. I can create it. Can we work on that? One example, one more example. So here I have created two sub measures, that is total collected premium and total cost. I will get it, ignore these two sub measures with one single DAX function. I can create the same number. Shall we discuss that part now? If you are okay. See here. This is by using a calculated column, this number we got it. On this gross margin underscore M, we have created two sub measures and then calculated this gross margin, one more measure. The same number, we can get it done by using one single DAX object, DAX function object. Okay. The function name is sum x, iterator function. Okay, aggregation function. So see here, again, it is a measure. Okay, we are not going to the any calculated column. Click on the new measure. The same number, gross margin, we can get it done with one single function name called sum x. Sum x stands for iterator function. X stands for iterator here. Giving the name as gross margin underscore method, okay, is equal to I'm not using individual summation. See here, sum of collected premium minus sum of total cost. I will use a function name called sum x. X stands for iterator and it is a table function. Okay. See here, sum is an individual column, sum of column name. I'm not calling the individual column. I'm calling the complete table, sum x table. Table name is claims table. Okay, comma. Okay, and the expression, you can tell me gross margin, what is the calculation we discussed? What is the calculation? By subtracting which fields we can get this gross margin? Collected premium minus total cost, correct? Call these columns directly. Okay, you don't need to call the individual aggregations now. You can directly call these columns. Okay, you don't need to call created measures. That's what we are trying to ignore, the created measures within the same functionality. Sum x, we are calling this columns collected premium minus total cost. Your column names, okay, individual column names, validate it. Just try to drag and drop this value. Is this matching? Method 2 is matching with your calculated column and gross margin submeasures. Here the thing is, first one we have used a calculated column, and second, which we have generated with the help of a measure, we have created some submeasures, total collected premium and the total cost. And third approach, if you are observing this gross margin underscore M2, with the help of one single DAX function, that is sum x iterative function, we are calling here, where we are calling this individual columns. So sum x is the complete table level function. Inside, we are calling that particular table, and the expression, we have to subtract it between collected premium minus total cost. Okay, with the one single DAX function, we got this gross margin underscore M. Okay, the calculation. So the best approach, okay, which one is the best approach on these three? We don't need to create any submeasures. The best approach is, if you are working on a table level, we can make use of an iterator function. Okay, one individual, okay, one single function, sum x. We are not creating any submeasures. We are directly invoking that complete table information by using sum x and calling that parameters expression as a subtraction between the collected premium minus total cost. Okay, the best approach is by utilizing the sum x function, iterator. Third approach, this one. So the backend, right? The backend, how the DAX engine will work in the sense, for this, it has to read by record. And for this, it has to take the cache data from this total collected premium and the total cost. And then it will be subtracted from this gross margin. And third approach, here you are discussing only individual, one single DAX function, that is by using sum x, complete table we are calling here, and subtracting between collected premium minus total cost. That's it. So the best approach is M2 method. Everyone, is this clear or else any confusions, concerns? Yes, Vishal, tell me.
So was having an understanding that in the calculation part we can only do the subtraction, but in the measures we could not do the subtraction. But as you showed in some acts, we can do the subtraction together.
Exactly,
So
correct. This is the table level function. Sum is a complete table level. You are doing the aggregation. See here, sum is the complete table function, sum x. So here it's again a measure. I'm not using any calculated column. See this measure. So what is the advantage of this is it's going to work on the complete table. X stands for iterator, is completely going to call this table and subtracting between the collected premium minus total cost. Here we are not calling any individual sum again. You don't need to call it because it's a table level function. Sum x, other complete table. You don't need to call again individually sum of collected premium minus sum of total cost, which is incorrect. Understood?
Yeah. So I wanted to understand, like, now if I do the practice, I can directly go for the sum x method.
Exactly. Exactly right. Best advantage method is sum x.
Okay. So it is like, when do you use the calculation method then?
Calculated column method.
Yes.
This one, calculated column, we obviously ignore it. If it is a number, if you are subtracting between two columns, we will ignore it. But there is a possibility to get this calculated column wise also we can get the output. I said, right,
Okay.
disadvantage. Disadvantage. What is a disadvantage means? If you are using a calculated column, to get generated this output, right, 1,18,000, back in the engine has to read by record, which is going to impact the performance. So that's why
Okay.
I'm asking you to ignore if it is a number activity, number related. Try to make
So
use of an explicit measure. This one.
okay.
You can
So
go with
you
this
just
method.
gave us the calculation method just for the knowledge, but it is always better to go with the
Better to
sum x.
make use of. Yeah, exactly. Sum x or individual calculations like this. See here. Gross margin M. This method, I have calculated some sub measures. Total collected premium is a measure. And total cost is again a measure. And to get this gross margin, I have just to subtract it. You can use this method or you can go with this direct approach. This is the single direct approach. So direct. Got it?
Yeah, thank you.
Others, you got right? You understand the concept. Calculated column, if it is a number, you can directly ignore it. Okay. And if you are trying to utilize the number part, okay, a measure, individually you can calculate the sub measures like this. This is an individual sub measures. Total collected premium is a sub measure and total cost is again a measure. And on the top of it, you have created one more measure. The name is gross margin. Okay, three times you have get calculated. But here it is a direct function, sum x. If you are working on one single table and you are subtracting or else multiplying in the same table, right? You can call this functionality sum x. Okay, sum x, x stands for iterator functions. So it will work on the complete table. Okay, first parameter is a complete table. And this is your expression, subtracting between collected premium minus total cost. So regular common mistakes are, once you have used the sum x function, you no need to use again inside sum function. Okay, don't call again sum inside on the calculation part. It's a complete table. Table level it will work. Okay. I'm stopping up to this part, and if you have any queries, please let me know. Raise your hand so that I will get you. I will share you this data set. Okay, few more last functionality is there. Find the gross margin percentage for all product line. We will discuss it tomorrow. Calculating the gross margin percentage. Best practices model. Is it clear? Everyone? Clear to you? Responses, please. But I'm stopping up to this part. Tomorrow we will connect and we will discuss the last point, okay, third one, to find out the gross margin percentage. And also we'll discuss about the differences between a calculated column and measure, okay, as a part of, but I will share you this documentation for your reference today itself. But this is very, very important questionnaire on interview prospect. Okay. And also I will get started sharing this interview questions. Okay, interview questions for your reference. I will start sharing the interview questions because we almost completed almost 20 sessions, right? 19 to 20 approximate sessions. I will start sharing it. Yeah, I will share it. Lookup also. Okay. Lookup function with one example. Important DAX functions I'm sharing. That lookup is also included. Okay. Thanks for joining. Have a nice day. We'll connect tomorrow. Thank you.